Hey beauties, good morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are. You're welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Winnie. In today's video, we are going to be learning how to make this structured puffy sleeve. It is very easy to make and it is beginners friendly. So if this is what you love to learn, definitely keep on watching. Like my videos, share with your family and friends and enemies. And don't forget to turn on the notification bell so you don't miss out anytime I upload a new tutorial. If you are not yet subscribed, please subscribe before you go. Drop comments in the comment section. Let me know if you enjoyed the tutorial, because it also helps the algorithm to push my videos to a larger audience. And God bless you as you do. So without too much talking, let's get straight to the honey of the video. Let's go. I love you. Hey beauty, welcome to my channel. So I'm going to be using a pattern paper to illustrate this first, and then I'm going to start by drawing out my start line at the top part of the pattern paper that I'm using. And then the next thing I'm going to be doing is to make sure I note my bicep measurements, because it's your bicep measurements that you're going to be working with. All right, so the next thing I'm doing is to take my puff line, which is 4 inches. It's a standard. You can do 4 inches, you can do 3 inches for smaller for children, but 4 inches is okay for adults. So this is my puff line, and that space is going to be for my puff. So the next thing I'm going to be doing is to mark out the length of my sleeve. For this particular length, it was quite long for me. You can do like 4 inches, 5 inches, 6 inches, up to like 8 inches for the length of your sleeve. All right, but for this particular tutorial, I did 8 inches plus allowance plus everything. 8 inches was what I did. So I'm going to be drawing that into a straight line also. So once that is done, the next thing I'm going to be doing is to mark my bicep measurement divided by 2 plus extra 3 inches. All right, the bicep measurement was 7 inches plus extra 3 inches was 10 inches. So that is what I am marking right now. So you're also going to draw that into a straight line. So that is what will serve as your puff sleeve. So the first thing you're going to be doing is to mark your armhole depth. So I marked my arm's high of 3 inches and I connected my sleeve armhole curve. And from that, I'm going to go to the top part and connect from the puff line to the armhole, just like that. All right, so just connect it like that. So that part is going to serve as your puff. So the next thing you're going to be doing is to cut it out. It's as simple as that. After cutting your sleeve bicep plus 3 inches and marking out your armhole curve, the next thing is to just draw out your puff curve, join it to the armhole curve and cut it out. So that is that about that. So the next thing I'm going to do was to cut on my fabric. I've already cut it on my fabric here, and I also cut the lining for it. So that is basically it. So the next thing to do is to use interfacing. So there are 2 different types of interfacing that you can use. This is the collar stay and this is the crinoline mesh. You can choose any one of it, but for me, I'm going to be using the crinoline mesh, which I've already cut out. You're going to place your sleeve on it and use it to cut it out. Okay, so once I was done doing that, I wanted to reduce the sides of this crinoline mesh because it can poke the person wearing it if you are not careful. So I'm just going to remove ½ inch all round so that it doesn't get to the armhole side. All right, so it doesn't start poking the person that is wearing it and making the person uncomfortable. All right, so I'm going to be removing ½ inch all around it, just to create some kind of space so that by the time I sew it, it's not going to poke the person wearing it. All right, so that is what I'm doing right now. I'm just trying to remove ½ inch all around it. All right, So once that is done, the next thing I'm going to do is to pick my sleeve, and I'm going to place it on top of it at the wrong side. So I'm going to run a stitch all around it just to hold it down. All right, just place it on it like this and run a stitch all around it, which I've already done here. And after that, you're going to place your lining on it and use your lining to turn everything. So I've done that here. I've used my lining to turn everything, and this is what it is looking like. So I'm just going to run a stitch at the side like that, and then I'm going to attach it to my sleeve, to my armhole opening on my dress, all right, on my top. So this is it. I've turned it inside out, and now I'm just going to measure out my armhole and just put it in my armhole area. So I'm just trying to balance up the armhole for that particular outfit, and then I am going to place my my puff sleeve on it. And what you are supposed to do is that you are supposed to pin it all around. Make sure that you pin it all around so that by the time you get to the top at the shoulder area, you can also know how to fold in your pleats and create that puffy effect at the sleeve area. All right, so I've done the other part of the sleeve, so this is the second part of the sleeve. So I'm trying to pin it all around. So after pinning the excess, you're just going to pleat it around that shoulder area at the around the shoulder area of the sleeve. I hope you understand what I'm doing, what I'm saying. If you don't understand what I'm saying, just watch what I'm doing and you're going to get it. All right, so once I was done, I'm going to run a stitch all around it, and this was the final look. Let me put it on the mannequin so that you can see it properly. All right, so this is the final look. It looked really beautiful, and the client also loved it. I hope this video was helpful. If it was, let me know in the comment section down below that it was helpful, and don't forget to like the video. Till I see you in the next one, I want you to know that I love you and I care. Bye.